So the Pro Health Symposium was really interesting. It was based a lot around studies around risk factors and how better hygiene, better biosecurity, and so on could help the production of pig industry. And that's really nice. And my thinking is then, of course, that's great studies, great results. So what's the next step? What will we do with that? Because the challenge is really on the farmer, and I feel I sympathize with the farmers, especially the older generation. They get so much information, so much new restrictions and new requirements for them to keep up with new legislation, and so that it's really not easy for them to cope with all that. So and I will give an example maybe that is close to my heart, and that's the effort that we are doing to end piglet castration in Europe. I work a lot in Germany because Germany is, for Europe, it's one of the turning tables for the pig and the pork industry, and I'm looking how this change will go down in Germany. Also because in Germany there will be a legislation which is one of the strictest in Europe on piglet castration. All the other countries that have legislation are around reducing pain related to castration, whereas in Germany it will really be the elimination of pain, which is a small word difference, but it makes a big difference in reality. And what I feel the challenges are for the farmers is that they have to be really better informed on what that change or those changes entail for them. So right now I feel that there is either a misinformation or a lack of information for those farmers to make a well-educated choice on which of the, at this moment, 3 alternatives are available to them. The 3 alternatives being boar production, so entire boar production, or the vaccination against boar taint, or full anesthesia and analgesia. And they have to make a choice. And so I hope that the next 2 years, because they most likely will get a grace period of 2 years before this law is really implemented, the next 2 years they will have to make their decisions, and that means that right now they will have to start to think about which alternative they will adopt. And I believe that it's up to the industry, but also up to the government, because they've put out a legislation to help those farmers with education programs so that they can make an educated choice on where they want to go with their production. Not changing is not an option for them. Also because the rest of the world is changing. UK has not been castrating for years. Australia has not been castrating. Also other countries like Brazil, like Thailand, like USA, like Russia, like Poland, Spain, they're all moving away from castration, and it would be wrong to deny German producers to use also the same tools to stay competitive with the other farmers that have already made their choice. So, I mean, we should not forget pig farmers have so much to do at the moment. The demands are increasingly high every day. There's the welfare, there's the hygiene, and still they have to be competitive with the rest of the world production, and that's a real challenge. So all the technology is nice, but there's always trade-offs, and what is needed for the farmer is, at the end of the day, to find for himself a sustainable choice, whether it is entire boar breeding, whether it's a vaccination against boar taint or anything else. It has to be sustainable for him so that he can make a living out of it and be happy.